I'm doing this one with earplugs, like, so hopefully it's loud enough. I'm, I'm leaving earplugs in. I sleep with earplugs. It's one of my habits. And I'm eating a piece of cheese too, so I can stay kind of in a cocoon. And I'm depressed and really sad because it works for this. Well, the title, solving, or Kennedy assassination solved. It's like not for sure, but it's like a whole different alternative world. Then everything fits together, but there's no emotional recognition like how it could be. I'm up in the middle of it, up in Massachusetts, and the whole thing, but it's like, and this goes, like I was saying before, Jackie O, and then she grows off and lives with Onassis and everything, and of course that's just a front. They can put all the deep state money, the space race money, like, through there and live the thing and like whatever. Oh God, and the kid, and then Bobby Kennedy goes and, like, when I'll get this, when Biggie says, when I cross over to the other side, there ain't no coming back. And it is like what that sounds like, The whole thing is a fake. It's right in front of you. Kennedy's in on it. However that works. It could go to an extreme. There's like the actual thing happens. But even it's just as what may as well have been. Like he's a big ass hero. May as well have been this way. And all the Secret Service, all the cuckoo, they would account for it. Like if you had to explain our world that we're growing up in, we live in, to some intelligent being, but you don't presume their world is a certain way. One of the things would be explain watching television, like spending 3 hours a day or 6 hours a day as a kid, and what it all is. It's all fictional stuff. Fictional a lot. A guy standing around his kitchen, like everyone does, every middle class, but that's always fictionalized. It's all fiction. And that's an interesting thing. That's all the public communications, and the rest they call it news, as though that would be a special spot. So that accounts for everything. The older brother, oh God, so Kennedy's father was ambassador in Britain. It's not like they're getting played and screwed over. They're in the thing. And once you hear it, it's obvious. And anything sensible would have to be like they're infiltrated, and there's going to be a switch over, and you get Johnson in, and the whole thing I said. But no, they're in on it. Shit. And Kennedy is like his whole crazy marriage. He's 38 and she's 24 when they get married. And then when he dies or whatever, when he passes, crosses over the other side. Shit, then his son comes to see him. Of all the shit, little kid with a fucking saluting on his, thanks the airplane. What was it, 1999 or something? The wife, they get to go to the happy hunting ground, go to the mountains of Iran or whatever. And that's even Iran, like, you switch over the whole world. Iran would be all that Ayatollah. It's not like just like, oh man, MI6 fucking British and embargo land versus the other, and Maybe some plays, but maybe the whole thing is just orchestrated fake. Rolling over the regime. And one of the things is Gaddafi. Like, there's this thing, maybe they alter it, but this is a channel. It's like, alter the old videos. Or it's fake or whatever, but it's still educational because they're the thing and they're telling you. With it, Gaddafi is in brown face. He's a white guy. And it's just, boom, boom, boom. Everything falls together. The whole Lockerbie thing. And it's like, oh my God. Yeah, fucking of course, man. And the way that country was run. And the whole connection to the CIA and Liberia. Yes, that's it. That's Kennedy. It just doesn't emotionally fit. You'd think it'd be like we'd be way farther gone. But we are farther gone. It's later than you think. The D-Day fake outs, World War II fake outs, it just continues. Probably with World War I stuff. Because they're cracking down and crack down. Yeah, so Kennedy. And then Bobby Kennedy, shit. And then the whole fucking thing. And then that'll fit. And all the sad songs, everyone's just an actor. Everyone's a hoe. And everyone, these motherfuckers live this betrayal. They come in and their girlfriend or whatever, they love their girlfriend. Like the shock, like whatever. They fucking live these emotions, these guys, or have to go through something, or they don't maybe extend themselves because, or we're getting really played. It just doesn't make any sense, all the people and all the shit and all the emotions, but maybe it just gets that way. It gets so fucking good. Yeah, so then it makes fucking sense, the whole family. Oh shit, man, the older brother, Kennedy's older brother, passes in an airplane in England in World War II toward the end. Like the airplane blows up, and he was supposed to parachute it out already, and then it blows up. So, wait, maybe he parachuted out already? And it's like, come on, man, right? So he goes to the disappeared land. Could even be Elvis all the fucking way. Because, like, you look at Elvis, he is getting fat. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you could have a personal weight trainer, and there ain't no coming back. And you have Elvis, look that one up. Treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel. There's nothing like it. He's on top of his game. You get people that don't do Elvis, whatever. Whoever's up in there, up in that thing. You get Elvis. And you already have, and shit. All the beautiful people or whatever the fuck. And definitely Andy Kaufman. It's so obvious. Just like it is, man. But, or maybe it did really happen the way, but probably not. Zapruder film's way the hell later. And, as we get some motion, right? These bikes. My car. It's a Zapruder film. Fuck yeah. Then it makes sense. Like, what the hell, man? And the whole way his campaign, and then he's just put in, and Lyndon Johnson, the way Bobby Kennedy's running around, like, we gotta wait. We're not gonna be mad or wait. And then you have Martin Luther King, however the fuck that went. God, man. Yeah. Because, yeah. So that's basically what it is. Now, and like a lot makes sense. And with that. And you have to really then go back and look at Kennedy's, like, I don't know, their history. I guess they just get put in. Kennedy's the shit, New York senator from New York, right? Wasn't it? And he comes from Massachusetts. You install him in around and so that's that. And who knows with Nixon? It could even be like all the way Nixon's in on it. His own thing, and even his Watergate downfall in a way, and maybe not, or it's good to go, or whoever. Go with the thing. Now people, if it is, like, see, people must be, God, it wouldn't fit, right? It was like fit, like I'm saying back then. And see, the thing is, like, going down through Daily Plaza, they're going down and whatever. You can be cringing in the car, laying down, what, this, that. They drive, and they're thinking, okay, oh, there's some shots or something. You know, they could be like that. They can go around, run around the crowd, make a thing, and see, yeah, it's good to go. You know, Zapruder comes out fucking way later, and it's all, you can tell it's like Disneyland. You got people holding hands and waving and weird theatrical stuff. And they all make it weird. We're all just barking up the tree. Then it fucking makes sense. Where's Bobby Kennedy? He's going to be like, hey, he's Attorney General. Isn't he going to bitch or something? Or something? No, he's got to be president to bitch. Like, fucking, come on, man. Then the wife's running around and, oh, she's just bad. And I have to think she's in on the fucking, like, no, there's a fucking thing, man. John Fitzgerald. He could sing. What would he sing? John Fitzgerald. The grandfather's named after his mom's dad. He could just sing your pants off. You'd have to vote for him. Like a Boston politician. Wait. John Fitzgerald. Not Danny Boy. He wouldn't be singing Danny Boy. It's like, oh, Sweet Adeline. Like the Mills Brothers. But he didn't. It wouldn't maybe be that version. Probably had a good version. It's probably something really cool like that, though. There's is the fucking thing. You guys gotta listen to that. And so yeah, that's that. Then it fucking makes sense, though. It's like Hitler, like, oh, that's true. No, they're gonna, like, invade way, way up north. And you're like, no, south, like in the, no, right? I'm still believing the other shit. Patton's up there. Fuck, man. And then all the, all the space race, all the shit, and all the weird shit, like the moon landing, like when they say, oh, they didn't happen, something like that. It could be that, whatever, you know, putting weird shit, and then even you'll be barking up a tree because, like, no, it's like with that and more they could do. They're just like, they got the rockets, they need it. And then just like they had the space shuttle, like they'll like make it look like that, or it isn't that. Like, it didn't, like, I mean, make it look fake or not. I'm being a little weird because, like, fucking YouTube, they're Nazis. I don't want to use the fake word because they're Nazis. YouTube are Nazis. They actually literally are too, man. Some of it goes with it, but it makes it like that, just to fucking jam up everything. Damn. So, yeah, the space shuttle is way over capacity. Like, the giant and empty space shuttle is hulking thing. And that's got to be cover for other shit to have big rockets, or, you know, or they really use it. They got a whole fucking space infrastructure. And they probably are. Like, we got played. Like, if it is this Kennedy thing, like I say, this we're majorly getting played. They do have secret nuclear power plants and a whole fucking thing. And that would even be the global warming, all that would help be weird and cover and wackaloon for like, what's going on with this, that. And then I detect whatever, like, wait, there's secret nuclear power plants running all over the motherfucker, right? You can just sniff it out a little bit, certain ways, right? But they can cover it. And then make the corruption lie cover. And you think they're doing, it's all about global warming. We're so touchy about it. We're running a scam with it. We're going to flip it one way then the other. Have all fake green and then go launch and have heavy industry with regular fossil fuels because our green stuff failed. And you think they're all faking like that. And it could be, so they could use that to cover for anything like, nuclear power plants. Like if you're supposed to detect them. And all the, all the atomic bomb tests, the H-bombs, there's all the deuterium, or the tritium in the atmosphere. That has a half-life of about 12 years, so it keeps going down. And so some of the reactors, like the CANDU reactor, they talk about, if it uses heavy water, deuterium oxide. Yeah, if you heavy water reactor leaks a lot of tritium. If they use those, damn. So then it fucking makes sense. It makes all the sense and everything. And then then it makes sense. Trump with his ear. What is that? And what is he doing? And it's like, oh God, right? And then you have Charlie Kirk. And why did they do that? For what? Because they're so pushing it. Like, it's like cuckoo and twisting one way and the other. It's not like, man, we have Charlie Kirk, he's a hero. Or it's not, or it's a joke. Or his wife is already, like 2 weeks pregnant right now, or in the future, or later, or something. And it's like, oh, what's going on, or something. It's all fucking... God, but if it's like this, and see, I'm right in the middle of it, up in Boston, and then some things where that would matter. Now, one of the things, I guess, because it's good, like, okay, so we had this friend, Fedora. Okay, so his dad was some kind of military intelligence officer, or at least that's the story. Now he's an older guy, like older than us, and he's since passed. So him and Tridesh, and they go to see Bhakti Pod, and he's all loyal to Bhakti Pod, and he's all cool. And now I realize, and he wouldn't go to the temple. He's like, he acts like he's got to be angry, but that's all part of their thing. There's no light between, like, what they, they all got played, or it's all fake out. No one's fighting. Man, they're back at MIT too. Okay, but it's supposed to be this way. Like I'm supposed to say it. I am supposed to say it too. I'm supposed to be a writer, and that was the whole fucking thing. Like what I said back down in Homestead, for sure. The typewriter, Sidney Poitier type guy, right in the middle of the ghetto. And he's like typing away. Okay, but Fedora, he'd have things like the earth is flat and do some other things. Like, and now I'm thinking, and he'll get in rant and it's stuck. And it's not like then he figures something out or whatever. So he gets these talking points and it's stuck. And he said like moon landing was fake. And that's one of his things. So he'll stick it there, and he'll leave it flat there, and like and then have it iffy or have weird things like, oh, I put the reflector here, it's there with a picture, whatever, and the dust kicks up, and they'll just even do that on purpose to make it flaky. And maybe so. Like I would guess, like it's just totally It's not fake at all. It's like for real. But then the other shit, it goes to all the it's all the Kennedy stuff, it's all the it's all the space race, and it's all like, oh, they go up to the moon and don't do anything else, right? And so I was like, oh my god, we got so excited and went like that, and I don't know, we can't get industry going. Oh my god, but it's like building the pyramids. We made a monument to manhood and Neil Armstrong, right? They have to have him always all flaky and shit, like that. They'll go like that, right? And really, it's fucking heavy industry in space. They've already been doing it. Like it's like science fiction said. Because we got played. If you look at the fucking original science fiction, everyone's going to be going out there, and it's like in the 40s, and they start getting burned out by it, and the energy is going to be expensive. They're not kicking in the nuclear reactors, and then you have the oil embargo, and then they announce they're not going to do nuclear reactors, and it's all like paranoid world and Chernobyl or 3 Mile Island. They cancel all the thorium projects, like that was in 73 or something. The molten salt reactor project. They canceled, but really they had that shit going. And we're gonna fucking fly an airplane with that. Or they got yeah. And because much of their Cold War is just fake, or they work it out. You know? And they're not like fighting the way they act like they're fighting. Oh Jesus, even all that shit. All that heavy-handed shit, or those boots trampling around. But to actually get down to it. Yeah. But they're faking out all that regular military, so they'd have to really have it real too. Because it's all that middle tier, or that like really upper tier that they're faking out. And it's only this apex thing, and it's a secret thing. But it'd be particular, the moon landing, a couple things. Not like everything. And not some intellectual ongoing, like, inquiry. Damn. Yeah. And, they just did a thing at Harvard Medical School. Do you see that? They announced in the newspaper that, and they go like, someone did something intentionally. You know, it's like fake. It's like bullshit. They don't even say what it fucking is. Someone had to pull the fucking alarm. That's that building. That's where my wife was on the 3rd floor, neurobiology. So it's just one floor up on the 4th floor. I think that's where God, I'm not sure if I went up. I probably think it was, man. That's probably where I read Science and Nature. Like there was a lounge or something, except this long building. But or they could have had it all the way down on the same floor, the 3rd floor, in the lounge, and brought them down. I think it was upstairs, though. I think it was. I think just because there was some weird thing. And going around upstairs. And you got like a little thing. There's a little thing. And you got the little like radicals running out. It looks like a little Antifa girl. I thought that was a girl or something. They got Antifa fake running back to the art school or whatever. All their fake shit. Man, it's like, come on, man. They always like, that's why, that was always like, yeah, you could, how could you be in there in the middle of the night, running around? Yeah, you always could, probably. There's different things. Or if someone would open the door, some door might just be open. Because like these guys work 24/7 as a thing. If you know anyone who works in a lab, they might be there at 1 in the morning or something. They're just there. And that shit was like they're watching. That's a thing. Things come together. Yeah, so then it all makes sense. All the Kennedy, and so then you have Kennedy. So you have the weird shit, right? The older brother dies in World War II. Dad's fucking... Because otherwise, it's like their family's getting fucked, and they're getting fucked over, right? So the dad's an ambassador to England, and he got fucked over, right? And there's a real battle up in the upper class or whatever. And they battle it out, and we don't hear shit. It's all conspiracy, and they gotta be whipped, and they can't say anything. No, it makes sense. It's all fucking fake. Especially when they're doing that extreme shit. I think it is what I said, So the older brother, he goes across over the other side, dies toward the end of the war. He's like in an airplane. He's supposed to parachute out because it's a remote-controlled airplane. Another airplane flies next to it. So him and this other guy have to take off with it and set the triggers on all this explosives because they're like a flying bomb. And it's going to fly with remote control with another plane next to it. So these guys take it off, but you need guys to take off with it. And then they drop out of their parachute. There's no way, too. It's all a lie. Unless they murdered him, right? Because that shit's not going to blow up like that. That's so fake, man. They don't have to do that. They don't have to do that. That's like, it's not some touchy thing or something. And like so it's like either like sabotage or they're in on it. Okay, so then you have John Kennedy, president, goes, and Johnson with same space race, all the shit, but he can stir up all his fucking thing. Yeah, why is everything, all Kennedy stuff gets ripped up or uprooted, changed, but it's really they were in on it the whole time. And the whole millionaire thing. Kennedy himself personally can be watching over it and working it because he's still fucking alive, okay? And God, it's so fucking... And then Bobby Kennedy, he's like, he's around and whatever the fuck, and then just disappears. Or goes to the other side, like, whatever. And, yeah. And then the fucking son, like, oh my God, 1999, how old can he be? Oh, wait, he'd be old, though. Oh, wait, no, that's kind of old. 48. Or maybe, yeah. 48 tonight. 48. Wait, he's 48. Jesus Christ, I have to do this. It's fuzzy math. I have to do this shit right in front of you with my earplugs in. No, 48. And I'm 60. Yeah, 48. So it'd be 45 in 1960. I could go backwards like that, right? Okay. 45 in 1960. And 5 in 1920. Oh shit, he's born in it. Yeah, he'd be too fucking old, wouldn't he? Wait, he's older than my dad or something, right? Yeah, shit. The president. See, we're all living in the past. I grew up in the shadow of World War II. It really was. If you're a little precocious kid or whatever, and then plus the way the television was, reruns and stuff. So you'd see all this stuff they produced in World War II for the reruns, and see that. Sometimes that's the only thing on TV. Because I lived in that university town. Maybe if I was in a city, there'd be like always some other thing. But like on the weekends, it'd just be like whatever you can get once the Saturday cartoons are over. And you have to watch it. Now, and then you have the Skakel thing. Oh man, that's just them and doing their thing. It's all tied in with all the theatrical shit, like I said. And yeah, William Kennedy Smith, and that was a fake out. And you can watch the two of them, or at least the pictures they present. When you look it up, it's William Kennedy Smith with his cousin, whatever, the fucking John Kennedy Jr. that went down in 1999. Now you have Bobby Kennedy Jr. like puts oatmeal on his face, and he talks. Oh, then it makes sense. And what are you gonna do about autism? It's Tylenol. And motherfucker, it's all the way dirty. Nothing. It's all fucking lies. All the vaccine shit's lies. Everything's a fucking lie. And it'll even be, oh yeah, you're susceptible, but we're not gonna help you. We're just gonna leave it. It'll be like, and work it just as well as cause it, or they do cause it. And he's just playing a fucking game, and that's like, then it makes fucking sense, because where else is that coming from? And Camille Paglia too, like I get ideas. Man, no one studies like her. She said she's like, looks at all the media. No one does it. She said she was the only one studying that, only student of all media and all, all everything, all the literature going back to the Greeks and Romans. It's like when you're enlightened, you're waking up and speaking. It's always Greek and Roman, and then you go, through the Dark Ages a little bit, but then it comes back to Greek and Roman, and then Latin is international language. Like fucking Newton writes in Latin, right? To do math or something. This country started with like fucking, they're speaking, doing Latin and Greek, even, back in the 1600s. Still, that'd be the international language. So she has a point, and that being aware, and that'd be that upper class being aware too. And she's so great studying the lower, middle, but, it's like you're studying upper class, whatever, like someone that's, their consciousness, and someone that's conscious, because they got it, maybe that upper thing to be aware of what the fuck, and where are you, what are you, or what are we? So it's like it's a perfect cover for that. And you could look at all the archives and see all the shit I'm saying. Look at all the news. You could just figure this stuff out. You go in there, or have teams of people, and have a whole like open thing. Like you have open discussion and open, society. But then it all makes fucking sense too. But she said, after that, I guess it was 1999, something like that. Something like that, somewhere up and around there. When John Kennedy Jr. goes down in his airplane, a wife and a sister, but it's like no kids too. He has no kids too, and then or they're put off somewhere else like that, and that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Damn. Oh, this is working okay. I have my earplugs. I'm in the mood. Because I'm kind of sick and stuff. Like I'm always fucking getting fucked up. My sinus disorder and the shit. I don't even get into all the stuff they do. But it's like in the darkness. But yeah, okay, so Camille Paglia said, wrote the article, and it's like right after it happened. She said the wife's like a lanky clothes horse, and she's saying they suck. Okay, and it just makes me think. She talks all about John Kennedy and how brilliant he was, and you gotta listen to him, his speeches. And it just makes me fucking think. And I think that was her in Newbury Street when Tulsi was there. So that's their fucking thing, and they got their thing. See, I was right in the middle of that. Damn, man. And all the other shit in all these places. All that Boston, whatever. Yeah, so that's what that is. And then you wonder how the hell they do it. Or World Trade Center. That was on purpose. They built it like that. They built it to buckle like that. It was all built like that. And to be, that's that. You know what I mean? And then, otherwise it's perfect. If you don't have the uncontrolled, like, fire started by fuel on several floors with massive open floors and all the oxygen and the thermal expansion of the different, the stuff with this like expansion bending without any strength being depleted. It's just at full strength expanding, getting itself twisted into a bunch. Can't go further. And when it pulls back, it's bent. It's like pulls those walls in and buckles the whole thing. Because those walls are like the bearing thing, and they're only at 40% capacity when there's no wind. That's all for the wind, for it to be able to really flow. There's nothing that could take that thing down except for that. It has to be very specific, like a key fitting a lock, and that's the thing. And then they left it like that. That's the whole thing, hiding right in front of you, in plain sight. Because it doesn't get hot enough to it doesn't soften shit. And all those thermal expansions, each piece of that gets it, and it damages it. So, damn. They're running it, man. Gaddafi's like a white guy, isn't he? He's in brown face. And then when you see it, go look at all the Gaddafi stuff. It's like Hilton's side door, blackface at the side door. Now I feel really guilty, too, because it's not like... Some of this shit preserved the stuff, like it goes with it. Maybe off the side, even though these guys are kind of stinky, but they're really stinky. Oh shit, man. It couldn't be Biggie and Tupac, right? Or Tupac. Hey, Biggie too. Biggie and Tupac. Your weight problem. We gotta deal with your weight problem. Okay. You know, and you have what's this fuck. And they'll have all the shit fixed so you can just do it, man. With Epstein, or they'll be good. They'll like go, okay, just die or whatever. Then it makes sense. You have all the Epstein fake out, the whole fucking thing. Yeah, the fucking Prince Andrew, the fucking whole fake out, everything. And now you know. And then you wonder, and see the Holocaust, it's like the thing that's like fucking... I get the feeling, I would just say it happened, like, you know, that's it. Because I'm being around stuff. But it's got to be like, we got to have a thing where we can figure it out, find out. Because, like, it will run if it ever happens again. Or if it's happening, it'll be like, they'll use that method of, like, don't talk. And just, it'll be opposite day. You know. And these guys don't care. They're not making a mistake. Google and YouTube's not making a mistake. It's not like it starts out in Germany. They have to crack down free speech after the war, and it's like it spreads, and they got issues, and they're touchy. No, they're fucking purposely doing this shit for the opposite reason. Man, and then all the tranny shit. Remember, I predicted it. I told you guys. I was doing that. It's all that stuff. Don't need a tampon. Yeah, Westboro Baptist Church, is that what that is? Westboro. And it's like the girls that, like, you look at those things I couldn't show, the long ass TV shows, and so it shows the other, and you gotta start thinking, but they're perfect, they're heavenly these others. And those ones that I'm showing a lot of, that's like they're on some weird shit and they're doing something. Maybe hard to tell. If it is, like, I'm like, I look at it and think maybe I'm not right about it or something, but no. And see, Tulsi comes from that Westboro Baptist Church, because her dad was running around in the bush, like, get these guys out of the bush. There's men running out there, and so they just go take over the bush, and like, you have like Paradise, Hawaii, like, you know. And those, all the men in the bush are their thing. They're all the same shit. And barely any guy that would be like something separate, or they'll just bring him in, but not some other political thing. It'll be all that, or we got to get him out of the bush. And we're all doing it. Meanwhile, Westboro Baptist Church runs absolute transvestites, and it's like funny as shit. Like, there you go, man. Because the interviewer has a sense of humor, so he knows the shit. All those guys. That's one of those guys, isn't it? That do that weird TV show. And I used to watch them, those British guys. Oh, what's it called? You know, And I stopped watching them because they lie and they're fake, but no, they're the real thing. They would know all this shit. Damn, I was gonna forget one more thing. I was gonna forget one more thing. I was gonna say something, I forgot. Man. I guess we'll turn that again. Get to see more view. I don't want to just pace around. I don't really want to pace around. Or you could see me or something. I am here, you know. Like, I don't do fake shit. Like, the phone could be whatever and do some shit. Like a douchewad. Or later, an hour later. Damn. Oh, God, what was it? It was, all their... Yeah. So it is that. Man, so that's what they fucking did in at MIT. And shit. All that stuff. Oh, all the lawsuits. Like here they say accident lawsuits. So people get hit by a car and go to an ambulance to the hospital. Like lawsuits. So all that stuff works out. When you get that all going, it's not just, oh, they can rip it or run people over. But you get something so you can have fake things. So people are all hit by a car, but really it's not, right? Or someone passes away, but they don't. They disappear. Like all that shit would be fucking hammered out and really tough. They'd have all that chain of custody and all the weaknesses all figured out. And that's why they like to run this court stuff. They just fucking run it and they work it. And it's them versus someone else. And we're all just getting played. It was always a fucking lie. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. It's the big lie. Like Goebbels. The big lie. And see, all that SS was British intelligence and CIA. They're all hooked together. What would happen with my mom is did I do this? I'm not sure. See, she goes like 1933. She was born. So they would have had so her mom that might be before like the Hitler comes to power, before they're already working their shit. And so probably what happens to her mom, her Jewish mom, she's not in a camp or something, she's not in prison, probably goes to jail later or whatever, they work it, or you can be in or you can get out and go through that stuff, or die at the end, or whatever the fuck to do. Or they're just cracking down on her because like it's a communist thing, but she's a genius, so they have to do this, right? She's really smart, they want to do this, and they do this experiment, and then they'll even have it right front facing, oh, your mom's Jewish, so you're Jewish, right? That's what Moshe said. And fuck me. See, I didn't know my mom's mom, but that's how they did it. And so she'd be good to go and doing other shit, and be like, okay, the kid gets out and whatever, and maybe then they just have arrests and do different shit. But it's also the Great Depression too, so it's like that. And then you have a good kid, maybe like get, I don't know, you get to see him again or something like that, and people connect in which way, one way. You have a whole world going crazy because you probably have people really on her side. It's not just that. And early on, it's like, even Dr. Mengele, he wants to get the fucking breeding going. He doesn't want to be, wants to get that stuff. He doesn't want to You know, that's their real shit they did. Fucking did that where I was. In Carbondale. It's so damn obvious, man. They're so fucking busted too, man. Maybe I'll take an earplug out. Okay, got one out. No, I don't want to put it back in. Here. Okay, it's back in. It's like, God. It's the cars, umbrellas, and stuff. And there's me. No, how about we're going to set you on fire. That's what the IRA said. In Copley Square. I said, why don't you guys do that? Something. They're all protesting. I was upset too. And you know, all the chicks. It's like David Koresh IRA group. Kind of random. They're protesting at the British consulate in Copley Square. You know that one. The Venezuelan consulate's right there too. God. Yeah, now it, see, that fits though. But then it's just too crazy. But then how does it work? Okay, no one, okay. You think, okay, no one talks, but, all right. So it wouldn't be like people know the thing, like something. But one of the things, oh, there's people, they don't die or something. Okay, so maybe that gets real tight. They keep that really tight and doesn't leak. And I'm thinking of someone talking about anything. The only thing, I don't know, that gets to us is you have Joan Rivers. You know, she said, oh, you know, Michelle Obama's man, like that, you know, and then that's even like made up to be like that. Or she'll be the Amazonian woman, and they can always like troll like that. And then whoever and fucking whatever. Just like they do. And Candace Owens is all fake. Like, of course. But they get you got obvious fake lying people. Like all over the damn place. And you gotta think, and you think you could get to the bottom of it. And it wouldn't be. Like, I think that's the Kennedy thing. I think I got it. And the thing is, okay, that's a fantastic other world. But, like, you know it satisfies things, right? Like, it's like, oh, everything, like, satisfies it. But then you have to really just spend fucking I don't know, not a lifetime, but years or something, all this time redoing everything because he never speculated that before, like everything else. Like, wait, does that work? This, that? Or am I such a chump? Like YouTube has this thing where they got to have these computer-generated things I'm supposed to watch. My wife's having an affair, and I found her lube, and I switched it for industrial strength super glue. And then something. And I set off this burglar alarms. Everything is like, everyone came and, oh, it was it was with my son-in-law. My daughter comes, she's an EMS, and everyone was there. And it's like all this stupid shit. I gotta get endless shit. I keep canceling it, saying, don't do that. It'll make me watch that shit. I used to have to hooves cleaned. You know how much I fucking had to cancel, like saying do not recommend, like everyone's hoof getting cleaned. I have a problem with my hoof. Oh man, my hoof was overgrown because I stood in the zoo and had to get trimmed and cleaned. And like they got fucking, you have to go through like 40 of those things or more. Of just hooves or whatever, YouTube channels, to make it ever stop once you watch it. Or puppies cry. Lost puppies, stray puppy cries at the garbage can on the side of the house, and happy ending. It makes me watch that stuff. Oh god, and then turtles entangled in fucking string in the fishing lines. And YouTube's just fuck me up with it. It knows I'm just gonna. Yes, I just never. I refused. It wouldn't stop. Actually, I get bad dreams about that too. About things netting and stuff. In real life. And a happy ending. It's not the end. Okay, so it's like, what is it? It's hold on. See, I gotta just get more pictures and stuff. And okay, so this world, it is, man. I think that's what it is. Cause like now, see, like now, how it's cuckoo now, how it changed, and what are they doing? And they're letting you know, and it fits with that. Fits with this world, like, and how it changed from that world to this world without a blank. Even with the, you got the variable, you got the computers better, and it's artificial intelligence, but still, it would be like what I said. And that does something. And it's all the theatric shit. It's all theater. I was up in the theater in Worcester. So I guess it's a good thing, right? And then like a connection to all the shit. And it would be all the court cases, like I said. The OJ case. It's all wrapped up. Like if it's really the thing happened, it could be like, oh, they didn't. People didn't die quite like that, or something like that, or if it is, it's like OJ did it with his friend, but it's like the fucking court TV, all that stuff knows ahead of time. That means Google everyone the fucking thing, whatever it is. Those Google guys, they said the founders, they went to Montessori school, so they got to do that. Just like I went there for a little bit. That is the thing, though. And so, yes. Hold on. What is that? I guess that's good, right? When I go crossing over, there ain't no coming back. And the chain check. The front like they miss me. Wait, here's how it goes. My baby mama came back. And the front like she missed me. But she's glad I'm gone. Me and her sister have something going on. No, it's like my mama front like you miss me something. Hey, me and my sister had something going on, right? Something like a mom is that. Yeah, like he does say he drove his mama when she got divorced. And then the other line. I'm doing Biggie, okay? It's in that video. Cape Coral, Cape Coral, breaking news. Something like that, Cape Coral breaking news, that video. Look at that. And he goes, my baby mama, 6 months. Her younger sister, too. Who's to blame for both of them? And you know what that is. The other way, like I said. And I'm a piece of shit. And as we moping around like that. So that's all that fucking Hillary. So you have fucking Hillary fucking coming in, and Bobby Kennedy. His shit had just happened. She's doing her commencement speech or whatever Hillary is. stuff that happened to Bobby Kennedy, but those guys were in on it, like the top thing or the thing that's with it. And they have the big cry. They're just fucking wanking and squeezing out a tear. And hello, darkness, my old friend. Like he's a performative. And a whole thing, and they get it worked out. They're strapped up with their whole fucking, like, whatever they do in their masturbation dungeon. Hillary's dungeon.